Week 3 of the NFL has come and gone. Multiple storylines to get into. First of all, it took us 3 weeks, but the idea to sit behind a scrub quarterback if you're a first-round QB has quickly evaporated. If you can remember, multiple times on the show, I've voiced my disdain against the philosophy that so many front offices subscribe to. We've seen a trend in the NFL where a team who needs a quarterback badly will draft one and then supplement that need as well with a below-average free agent signing. The Browns did it with Baker and Tyrod. The Jets, Sam Darnold, Teddy Bridgewater. The Bills, Josh Allen, A.J. McCarron. The Cardinals did it this year with Rosen and Sam Bradford. All four of the quarterbacks taken, at least the high-profile quarterbacks taken, their teams did it. Last year, the Bears did it with Trubisky and Mike Glennon. The Texans did it with Deshaun Watson and Tom Savage. Right off the top of my head, I can name 6 teams over the past 2 years where this has happened. I mean, you think about Jared Goff as well. 3 years ago, he should have played in front of Case Keenum. It's the stupidest trend in the NFL, and we see it every single time backfire. It took the Bears 5 weeks before they started Trubisky, and they were better off for it. It took the Texans 1/2 to put Deshaun Watson in, 1/2, and they were better off for it. The Jets avoided the mistake and started Sam Darnold. The Bills benched Nathan Peterman and started Allen week 3. And this past week, we saw Rosen enter the game. And we'll start week 4 for the Cardinals, along with Baker Mayfield. Teams should stop doing this. I've said it once and I'll say it again, and I couldn't be more right. Unless your incumbent quarterback is Pro Bowl quality, start the kid week 1. Every fear you have as a head coach is irrational. It does not stunt development. It doesn't. Stafford, Luck, Brees, Manning, both of them. Derek Carr, Cam, Russell Wilson, the list goes on and on and on. For 0-16 teams the year before, the fears that teams have are irrational. And the philosophy that your future franchise quarterback will learn anything under a scrub quarterback is wrong. Fact. What do you think Mitch Trubisky learned under Mike Glennon? Mike Glennon himself doesn't even know what to teach. What do you think Deshaun Watson learned under Tom Savage? Right? Because that's the principle. If you're a front office, somehow you think that shepherding your young prize quarterback behind somebody who doesn't even know what they're doing is ultimately the best move. Now, I understand Favre to Rodgers. I understand Montana to Steve Young. If your quarterback is a Pro Bowl quarterback, an all-pro quarterback, then yes, don't play him. I understand Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes. In a scenario like that, of course it's going to work. But we've seen almost countless times teams hire scrub quarterbacks that no other team really wants. And you think that guy is going to teach your first-round pick quarterback how to be anything, how to be a professional, what to look for? He himself doesn't even know what to look for. He himself hasn't even figured out the game. It's better for the confidence of the young quarterback, the development of the young quarterback, the fan base chanting the last name of the quarterback every single time your incumbent quarterback goes out there and sucks. The locker room wants you to play your young quarterback. Everyone, the media, there's too much pressure not to do it. Right? Did it work for Stafford going there week 1? Remember, Matt Stafford was taking an 0-16 team, perhaps the worst team that we've seen in the NFL over the past 30 years. He took them. Do you think it stunted his growth, his development? What about Cam Newton? Cam Newton took over a 1-15 Carolina Panthers. Do you think that he fell off because he had to inherit that? No way. Not at all. Because guess what? That's how you do it. It's better that Sam Darnold is throwing these picks early and not on the bench behind Bridgewater. It's better for everybody going forward. We saw Baker out there on Thursday, and he played pretty well. Might not play well next week, but it's better for him. Josh Rosen trotted out there for some garbage time, and he will start next week. I don't want to think I know better than these coaches, but on a couple of things like this, it keeps happening. It keeps happening. That was the major storyline that hits close to home for me. The Eagles almost made the mistake with Carson Wentz. If you can remember, the Eagles had Sam Bradford, and they were going to start him. But then they traded Bradford to the Vikings to start Carson Wentz. And Carson is fine. Better than fine. He's great. The Cardinals just fell for that trick that the Eagles almost fell for. The Eagles paved the way 2 years ago. Man, better late than never, I guess. I mean, this is one major storyline I don't think anybody's talking about over and over and over again. It has to be at least 7 or 8 times over the past 2 years we've seen this exact trend, and every single time it fails for the incumbent quarterback.